Hey, so I kind of forgot a few things from the last video, so all right, let's just get to it. No messing around. All right, so here we go, servants, and then MP levels. That's the one thing that I kind of forgot to showcase. This is supposed to be some kind of whale account, right? So I should have a couple SSRs at high MP levels. You would, probably suspect, and that is the case. Let's see. I guess I'll just go by order of what I see. Muramasa, he's pretty recent. Came out like about 5 or 6 months ago during New Year's. I had a bunch of ports ready for him. I was hoping to get MP5, and I achieved my goal after about, I want to say about 900 quartz. So he was fairly easy to get to MP5, so I was very happy about that. Let's see who's next. Oh yeah, Orion. Orion, if I remember correctly, is like the first servant that we got during a like an event, and she ended up being just a normal SSR that could spook you at any time. So that's what she's been doing for the past 6 years, I guess, because I actually have 6 copies of her. She's MP5. Well, I guess technically MP6 because I got an extra copy in the second inventory. Yeah, I guess the only good story about Orion that I remember right is I think it was like the second or third time I was rolling for Gilgamesh. Well, here is a rainbow roll, right? It's a gold archer, right? So I'm already celebrating, popping champagne and everything, thinking that it's Gilgamesh, but no, turns out it's Orion. So I was rather, I guess, cock-blocked would be the right phrase to use, the right word. But fortunately, on my very last, single roll that I had, last 3 quarts, there was the King of Heroes himself at the end, grazing me with his presence and calling me a mongrel. So I was very happy when that happened. But yeah, Orion, she has spooked me in so many interesting ways, I guess. Every time I see her, I kind of laugh because I'm like, ah, there you are again. Anyway, next, let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. Another one that's interesting. Tamamo Summer, basically. Tamamo Shark, as she is sometimes called. She's MP5, also MP6, actually, because I have a 6 copy of her. So back on, I guess it was Summer 1, I managed to get, I think, MP2, I want to say. So back then, I wasn't too sure if I wanted all the summer servants, right? So I was able to get both SSRs from both banners, and I got like almost all the 4 stars, except for one. I didn't get, let's see if I can find her real fast. Where is she? She's MP1, so she should be right here. So Kiyohime Lancer, I actually didn't get her, right? So I left her behind. So during the rerun, right, I'm thinking, all right, Kiyohime, I left you behind last year. Let me roll for you, right? So when this banner came back, it was Kiyohime Lancer, I think solo rate up, with Tamamo as the SSR, right? So I'm thinking, all right, let's get 1 copy of Kiyohime Lancer. How hard can it be, right? I had like 70 summon tickets, so I used them all up. Somehow, I end up getting 3 more copies of Tamamo Lancer instead of Kiyohime Lancer. Now, I was hoping to get the 4-star. I got 3 copies of the 5-star instead. I was floored. It took me another like 60 or 90 quarts to finally get that 1 copy of Kiyohime Lancer that I was actually rolling for. But yeah, Tamamo Summer just kind of really likes me or something. So 5 copies over. The 6th copy was actually for my GSSR. I think like a few years after, just out of nowhere. Oh, here she is again. Fluffy tail. So there's the story of that one. Let's see. I don't think I have any Riders MP5. No. Casters, of course. I think I talked about briefly about Castoria MP5. So yeah, I was hoping to get maybe like MP2 or MP3 of her, but every like I want to say 100 or I guess 120 quarts, I was getting 1 copy of her. So I just kept rolling and it kept working. So just like Muramasa, under 1,000 quarts just to get MP5. So I was very happy about that. Let's see, moving on. Any other MP5s? I think there's one more. Oh, there's 2 more actually. So this one, Ruler Ortoria, Bunny Summer. So basically, she was actually my first copy of a servant that I was rolling for, right, on Raid Up. That I actually got 2 copies in one single 11 roll. So I was pretty much ecstatic when that happened, right? So I thought, well, oh, excuse me. I was hoping to. I forget if I was rolling specifically for her, or for Okita Summer, or for somebody else. But I kept rolling on that banner, and I just kept getting copies. And I think she's actually the SSR that took the fewest quarts. I want to say it was under 500, maybe as few as under 400 quarts to get to MP5. So I was very happy with that result. And I guess the last SSR at MP5 will be Space Ishtar. Her, if I remember correctly, every 90 quarts I was getting a copy of her. So I just kept rolling. It kept working, and I ended up with 5 copies of her. And also, funnily enough, just like with Tamamo Lancer, I think I got a 6 copy from my GSSR, so she's technically MP6. Aside from that, I think that's the last MP5 that's, or SSR that's MP5. Let's see, I think Altera is MP4, as you can see right there. Her freaking Esque Rasade, I always have a hard time saying her name, but she spooked me a few times. I think I was rolling for, I want to say, Nero Bride. I was rolling for her and she spooked me, so that's pretty cool. And then let's see, well, Saber's MP3. She's also MP3. Squirtoria. Enkidu, I actually didn't have Enkidu until recently. Sorry, my voice is just going somewhere. But yeah, Enkidu, I didn't have a copy of him until like last year when he just suddenly I guess it just suddenly just came out of nowhere and just started showing up. So and I got 3 copies of it. So Gilgamesh was very happy. Oh yeah, Iskahak. I had 1 copy of her that I got back in 2017, I believe, like in November. And I thought, hey, the bunny skin is coming up, so let's roll a few, extra copies of her. Maybe, right? Ended up getting 2 copies of her, like back to back, basically. So now I got MP3, so I'm very happy about that. Oh yeah, Arjuna, I passed him. Yeah, he spooked me a few times. Let's see who else. Oh yeah, Osakabe Hime. I think I got her like the first copy just randomly, and then the rest are just like random spooks. Same with Waver, pretty much. Funnily enough, Waver was actually my very first SSR back in 2017, if I remember correctly. Let's see who else. We have the Nurse at MP3. I think if I remember correctly, one time I was rolling for Arjuna Altar. No, Arjuna Altar. Cool Altar, rather. And I was hoping to get, Cool Altar, and out of nowhere, the Nurse showed up instead. So that was another pretty cool, random spook of the same, class that wasn't the character, just like with Orion. So, Yeah, those are always hilarious. MP3 for John DR2. She's a great tank, and her latest upgrade has just made her way better. So she's pretty good just for turtling. Aside from that, there's a couple MP2 SSRs that I've gotten. Oh man, freaking John the Arc Archer. This is one of the characters that I love, but I also really kind of hate because back during her summer event, right? I had, I believe, 1,400 quartz ready, right? So that's almost 50, 11 rolls, right? Um, she didn't show up at all. So that was pretty cool back when there was no pity. So she's like the single biggest failure that I've ever had in the game, basically. Funnily enough, toward the end of the events, I kept rolling a few more quartz, and I managed to get her. Actually, I got BB first, BB Summer, the SSR. So I got her, and then I went back to this other banner, and then I got her too, John Archer. So, but yeah, that event was actually rather bittersweet because so many quartz and no rate up SSR was kind of tragic, but worked out in the end. And I think a few months ago I actually got a second copy of her, so she's now MP2. Let me see any other ones that are worthwhile talking about. Oh yeah, Tamamo. I actually didn't roll for her back when she first came out, when everybody was like going crazy for her. If I remember correctly, I think I was rolling for Gilgamesh, and she spooked me, so that was great. And I think I was rolling for Nero Bride, like on the first banner for her. And again, Tamamo, Fluffy Tail, she spooked me yet again, so that's how I got MP2 of her. I've never actually rolled for her when she's on rate up. These are all spooks, so that's pretty cool. Let me see any other ones that are worth talking about. I think that's it. So yeah, the rest are MP1 from here on out. Yeah, I wish I had more copies of Marjorie Ryder because she's so good for looping with Castoria. Hopefully I can get more copies of her if she ever comes back. But yeah, aside from that, I think that's it. Yeah, the rest are MP1. Maybe I'll get more copies of Celery one day. But yeah, that's about it. And I think that was all I wanted to talk about that I missed from part 1 of this video. Yeah, the 14K account on FGO. So, oh yeah, I guess it's real fast. Yeah, I'm saving my grails, but I need more grails for Morgan if I want to get her to 120. That's the dream. I guess real fast, LB6 characters. I want MP5 Morgan and Melusine, and just MP1, Koyanskaya and Oberon. I'm not really that much in a hurry to, get multiple copies of those support characters. MP1 will do. So anyway, I think that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was, a little quicker than the last one, and hopefully some of my stories were of, some interest to some of you, because I've been playing this game for a long time, and so many just weird things that happen while I play it. So I've got a lot of stories that I should probably just make a quick video of just random things that have happened to me. So, but anyway, starting to ramble once again. So be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll probably make more videos like this in the future. Maybe make more just quick guides on the events that are ongoing, like Summer Servant camp is ongoing right now. It's about to end, but yeah, maybe I'll make some guides on the bosses too, because LB6 is actually kind of tough. So I am definitely looking forward to the challenge that some of those bosses will bring. But that's about it. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.